I looked into the research methodology for this big benchmark, and I took some of the questions and tested them on ChatGPT. It couldn't get them. I asked them, and both questions it got wrong. But that's what might change with GPT-4. We're talking high school and beyond physics, you can imagine chemistry, biology, starting to get questions more and more right, and therefore be able to explain them better and better. Now, I won't pause for a physics lesson, but you can see how ChatGPT fails by pausing the video if you want, but GPT-4 probably won't fail. Next is math. Here are a bunch of examples that Google produced in the research paper about the improvements that its current model can do, unreleased to the public, but that something like GPT would really struggle at. And you don't need me to show you ChatGPT failing at these, because it's quite notoriously bad at math. These are quite nuanced questions though. How many keystrokes are needed to type the numbers from 1 to 500? That a GPT better at math would be for the world. Just think about finance assistants or math tutors available in your pocket. Before we move on to improvement number 5, please do leave a like and a comment if you're learning anything from this video. I really did put dozens of hours into reading academic papers to give you really clear examples of each improvement. For the 5th improvement, I'm going to merge 2 benchmarks together. The first one is called implicatures, quite hard to pronounce. And it's one of those situations where people reply yes, but don't use the word yes. They say something like, is the Pope a Catholic? Or is rain wet? Or as far as I know. And previously, large language models struggled to interpret that as a yes. To give you an example, look down here at my final interaction. Are the androids deployed? Speaker 1 says. Speaker 2, what do you think? Which most humans would interpret as, yes, of course, why are you asking? And yet, when I ask, has Speaker 2 likely confirmed or likely denied the deployment of androids, or can we not tell? ChatGPT says it's not clear, where to most humans it would be clear. However, as you might have guessed, look at the improvements being made behind the scenes. As the parameter count goes up, the number of tokens go up. Look at the graph. Suddenly, Palm can actually understand better than the average human whether a yes or a no is being said, approaching the performance of the best human, leaving the original ChatGPT behind and showcasing how GPT-4 might be a massive improvement in this regard. The related benchmark, by the way, was about, do we have sufficient information? In other words, how about we just say don't know if we don't know the answer, or if you can't answer the question? Something like, how much water is in a cup with height of 10 centimeters? You can't answer that question. It depends on many factors, the thickness, the radius, and some models would hallucinate, or let's say bullcrap their way to the answer, whereas now you're more likely to get a don't know from improved models like Palm and the soon-to-be released GPT-4. The 6th improvement will be in reading comprehension. That is understanding, digesting, analyzing, comprehending, essentially, large or long passages of text. You can just imagine the implications of this. Summarizing earning calls, or transcribing and summarizing YouTube videos automatically, condensing information down to a paragraph which might have been pages and pages, chapters and chapters. I think this graph is particularly stunning. How the latest models are now getting close to the performance of the best humans at understanding text. How long will it be until they can read Dostoevsky and summarize it in a thought-out paragraph?
それからもう一つの観点としては、今この時点ではこうですと。ところが、新幹線がこの後どのぐらい進化しますか?
ChatGPT definitely can't do this. Give it a reading comprehension question and it gets it wrong almost every time. In fact, quite hilariously, when I gave it one question, it only picked the wrong answer and neglected both correct answers. But GPT-4, with 99.9% certainty, will be a lot better at doing that. The next big improvement will be in coding. I'm no expert, but reading through the paper, you can see significant improvements in capability. And if we scroll down, you can see that the improved model could compile at a rate of 82% versus the previous state-of-the-art 71.7%. and GPT-4 might be even an improvement on this. Of course, many of you may have read media reports of OpenAI drafting in hundreds of programmers to help it fine-tune its code. Definitely, there should be a real step change in its ability to code successfully. And as it says down here, opening up opportunities to fix more complex errors that arise during software development. The 8th inevitable improvement that GPT-4 will bring will just be general efficiency and speed. Google Muse has demonstrated with text-to-image that the same process can be done 10 times faster with a bit more efficiency, and compute power is increasing all the time. These models were trained on A100 GPUs, but H100 GPUs are already available from NVIDIA, and model efficiency is improving all the time. So just imagine this. Imagine what previously took 10 seconds to generate, which is still incredibly fast, now taking 1 second. Instant responses from GPT-4. Now, it might not be 1 second, it might be 3 or 4, but it's going to be faster.